What's up, y'all? It's Jay here, back at it again with another food review. If you're new to this channel, welcome. If you have any thoughts, comments, opinions, just leave it down in the comment section down below, and we can banter back and forth. Also, if you're new, go ahead and click the subscribe button to stay up to date for food vlogs, mukbangs, tutorials, and all that good stuff. Anyways, I'm at a Korean restaurant downtown. It's called Damso. They abbreviate it because it's Damso Delicious. And they got some 2 dishes here. This is the Jamjatang. So essentially this one is pork bones gently simmered for 24 hours, and to make it rich, to make extra rich broth, lusciously juiced pork on the bone, potato, onion, and sesame sprinkled on top there. So it's gonna be hella hot. It's very nice and thick there. And then for the second dish, pork back ribs right here. Slow cooked pork back ribs, mushrooms, potato, onion, rice cakes, enriched soy chili sauce. So you know what? I'm just gonna quickly grab one of these bad boys. Dive right in. Delicious ribs. Pork ribs are pretty solid. Maybe just throw that back in there. Dive into the soup. It's very, the pork bone is massive there. It's like a jungle soup. I just wish they had a ladle for this, but it's all good. The broth is so rich on this, but oh. I'm gonna dunk some rice in here. Oh man, look at this. Whew. Check out this rib though. These ribs are unreal, man. The soup could use some noodles. Honestly, these ribs, they're like fall off the bone good. Could use some more vegetables. But that's okay. soup is still hot, but it's so delicious though. What I've been doing, dunking this rice in the soup. Get that little brothy rice in there. So far, so good. Down to the last rib here. Get like a rice, noodle, mushroom, potato. I find the sauce on the ribs, it feels much more concentrated than the soup that's braised for 24 hours. When it comes to the rib sauce, nice and light, spicy, it complements the ribs very well. When it comes to the soup, it seems like there's more like a shoulder situation where it's a huge chunk of pork there, but it seems like it's very difficult to eat all of that, right? Final rib right here. So the rib, I remember having the pork belly from these guys. It's very fatty. And this one, it's a better cut. In the sense that, like, when you bite into it, it's more manageable. Like, you don't get that sickly, fatty feeling. Everything is just amazing now. And the sauce on the ribs, the soup. Although, I think the soup, they should ask get some glass noodles on the side. Like I know they have like cold noodles, those same kind of like glass noodles. Give it with the soup, because it seems like it's kind of bare without any noodles inside. Check out this shoulder situation here from the soup. It's like a lamb shoulder. It just falls off the bone. Very nice cut of beef. Meat, sorry. So eating the pork shoulder, it's like how you say eating like a roast beef. It's kind of got that texture. I'm pretty much going right in the cartilage, guys. Oh man. When it comes to this jam jatang, I like how they give you the bones with some meat with the soup, but I think this soup needs to come with the glass noodles just because it's rich on its own, but it needs to have some density in the sense like a carb or something like that. There are potatoes in here. But it seems like a missed opportunity, you know? Like, I think what they think is for this soup, It's like strictly a soup, not like a noodle situation. Because it's already heavy as is. But the soup really grows on me now, just because I'm having more and more of it. It's definitely one of the more heavier soups that I've had. It's not like... So it's not like one of those North American style soups where it's like with fat. Lighter that you can just like constantly spoon it and you won't get like sick. In terms of fat content, I think it's much better than like a stew, that's for sure. It's the right amount of spice as well. The onion and the ground up sesame adds a nice balance to it. And the potatoes are a nice touch as well. These two dishes, too much meat. Oh my god. Oh. I'm tapped out, guys. Pork ribs, the pork bones, the soup, everything, man. It's too much for me. So, just a summary. The pork back ribs, number 8. So that one was slow cooked. Pork back ribs with mushroom, potato, onion, rice cakes, and rich soy chili sauce. I like that one a lot. There's quite a bit of bone, but I remember when the first time I came here, I had the galbi and the taco and the pork belly. So the pork belly had more fat content, but the pork ribs, there were more meat, less fat. This one was pretty good, fall off the bone. The sauce was pretty awesome as well. The sauce wasn't like heavy like North American style ribs, like Southern Texas style, which was nice. I felt like I could have more chili heat in there. I think it's just dulled down just to appeal for everyone. But the taste was good there, the flavor was there, it was good. The potatoes, the mushrooms, the and the rice cake, it was delicious. Nice compliments to the ribs itself. When it comes to the ribs, I would give it an 8.5. I feel like it could use more heat, but how they cooked the meat was delicious. 8.5 for the pork ribs. So the jamjatang, which is like that 24-hour pork bones gently simmered for 24 hours. Rich broth with juicy pork on the bone, potato, onion, and wild sesame. So that one, it's more like a soup situation. It's different from North American soup in the sense, or stews, where it's like lighter consistency, more watery. It seems like it would be better with like glass noodles, or just like the noodles that you get like in Korean cold soup. So if they added that to the soup, like on the side, and they pitched it as like an extra, like here you go, have these noodles and just eat it with the soup, and I think it'd be super sick. But for the soup itself, they give you a side of rice. It seems like it's a little too watery to be eaten with rice. And in terms of the garnishes inside the soup as well, like potato, the onions, the wild sesame, they try to add as little as possible just so the soup shines. But I mean, if you do go for that dish, I wouldn't really suggest it, just because it's not as super as filling as the ribs. And they're kind of making you go for the experience of the soup itself. But the thing is though, when you get a dish, it should be like super filling. So they should actually definitely have an option for the glass noodles on the side. I think this soup as like a noodle option would be way better than with rice. In terms of the jamjatang, I would give it a 7. The soup is awesome, good taste. The garnishes were amazing as well. The meat was fall off the bone, although some pieces were difficult to fish out with your teeth. But it seems like a missed opportunity because it is a soup, and they kind of let the soup base and the pork bones like shine more than having more garnishes just to take away from it. So I think like that's the thing, like they should have like an option, like keep it original, and then after just jazz it up and have like glass noodles and just like other garnishes, so it can be something that you can just get that itself and maybe just a drink and you'd be good to go. But in this instance, I mean, like if I were just to get this jamjatang, I would probably be a little let down. In that instance, yeah, that's why I gave it a 7. Anyways, that's my review on Damso, the Jam Jitang, which was the 24-hour pork bone stew, and the pork ribs in soy chili sauce. Anyways, thank you again for watching, and until next food review, guys, thanks for watching, and peace!